Hello everyone, I am back. I'm just waiting on Drake. Ah, here we go. Okay, so I just got news that he has arrived. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. There's a few things I want to do, and then we'll start. Anyway, server's up, everyone. Let's see. Okay, let us get rolling. Yeah, you gonna pick this up now? Yeah. There we go. Sorry, I was letting OBS catch up there. Okay, what was I? Well, I kind of have a rough idea what I was doing. Carthaginathens up there. Okay, so I was working on that. I could get pointy sticks. I have metallurgy. I really need to get the metals. That being said, note-wise, here we go. We only had I only noted a little bit of copper nearby. Like this tile. Also think about this north here. I feel like the microphone's a bit close. what I really need to do... Okay, so we are producing hose. Okay. Was educated city before us. Is that these guys? No. He just flits through a bunch of text, though. Or we just got those all at once, because Carthage has that. Okay. So what was here? I have this one marked for like copper, coal, lime, and clay, all of which pretty useful. But how much copper was it? It was not the most ideal amount. Oh, it spammed you too? Okay. I wonder if the server was just hiccuping. Please tell me if you notice any issues or you have any ping issues. I've recently upped, well, when I'm pumping through the pipeline here. Dear Lord, why am I not settling here? Look at that copper. That's a lot of copper. I'm settling here, I think. We can always abandon it later. Got carrots. Do we already have carrots? I think we already have carrots. Downside is there's really not a whole lot of wood here. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that. What was here? I have the time to remember if I've been to a spot. Tiny bit of silver. Minimap doesn't show anything fantastical. Just this tiny patch of silver. Not really much. It is, however, wooded. So I might just take it and just hold it for the wood. That's always a possibility. Right now, I'm also waiting for... Okay, so we do have carrots. Are we producing? Yeah, we're producing. How about apples? We're producing this too. Okay, so right now, we want to get wheat. Okay, we have wheat, but we need more of it before I decide to create a new settlement. Because we need to. We need to get the copper connected. But they need to eat, so... ideally, we find a spot that actually has a fair amount of resources. All we can feed them is the 3 crops that we have. That's the case. We really do. Need. Oh boy. We need javelins. We need the food. Another live stream server that I'm currently on is the Soul server, hosted by Amenity. I'm gonna butcher it. Either way, and I I had an arid river start. Now those are extremely productive starts. Like, food is never an issue. That's limestone. Is there anything else? That is the question. Yeah, there's the limestone. I don't think Hawkins is online yet. Sorry, everyone. Just, Ooh. Is that any good? I hope that's good. How many do we have? Are we producing more javelins? We should be producing... Okay, we would have enough to defend a settlement. We also have the wood for it. Making some pottery. Not a whole lot. Going to maintain a stock. Got that just for free. If it was important, I probably would have claimed it. So what is here? Iron. Not a whole lot of iron. Not like coal. Coal is probably why I took it. And the limestone. Okay, it's coming back to me then. Really can't do much else here, but at least it had those resources. Okay. What was here? Remember, like, priority right now is getting copper hooked in. We could probably live on local sources of wood up until we unlock charcoal for fuel. That's not what? No, it's gotta have more than that. One of these had cotton, and I was excited. And that would be this place. So this is like a place I would just collect resources off of. I don't think I would stay. Same. Yeah, there's not much in regards to resources here, because it's essentially just flat land. Something that we already kind of have. It's rocky, but it's not that bad. That was a good set of resources: coal, iron. I think I'm just using this to explore. One of these had grapes. I just gotta remember which one. Definitely not this one. One of them had grapes. Just can't remember which one. Or am I confusing it with another server? God, that could happen too. Oh, what was this one? Ha, ha, ha. Really not much grape. Whatever. Okay. So we come here then, I would say. This is going to be our next stop. So, resource-wise, so we have plenty of hammers. Now we've got hoes. Do not have a whole lot of free workforce, though. That's concerning. We do have some copper ore. Okay, well, I'll take it. Question is, are all my farms working at full tilt? Yeah, that's at 100. That's pretty much at 100. Need axes. Forgotten pot. Not yet. You're not working. I normally put aside farmers. I just gotta remember where I set the bloody things. So usually I put a couple farmers off to the side. Where have I set them? Or have I just been... Oh, I've just been slowly getting these guys, using these guys. Okay. I see. Eventually, we are just going to put aside farmers and go from there. Where are you? Okay, I've already got carrot for you. And I made you do apples. Okay. How are we looking? Excellent. We have you all going full tilt on hose, and I like that, but we also are going to need hammers now. Switch over to hammer production. Start boosting this. We can start burning through that. We have plenty of clay. Wow, that wouldn't work. We don't have enough free workforce. It is growing, though. Do we have doctors? No, we don't. Is that a thing? No, it is not. No, I do not have herbalism. Okay, I'm just checking a few messages on. Well, if Hawkins needs me, hopefully someone can relay the message. Okay. Let's see. That's enough. I believe we need to move here. No, I think it was this one, this hilly one. We need... by Postos. We're gonna take all the wood with us. So we need to get a fort up as ASAP. Because we want this copper. We can probably get... we can get it to collect its own local supply of carrots and grapes first. And yeah. Does it have any hunting? That would be awesome, but it does not. No fish, so it needs to completely rely on native industry. Now, I think it had clay? Or do we need to bring some of that with us? Probably need to bring some. Okay. That's not so bad. To get food going, it doesn't have water, so we'll need at least one Porco for that. We are not producing a whole lot of leather though, so they're not going to have homes. It's random 10 helmets, 8 battle axes. Just need the tech and I could just equip Porcos really well. Okay. New formation. Army. To be on the safe side. Well, these will be Porcos. Out of the number we're gonna bring. Come on. We'll add on another 5. Now we really don't have the room to do this, and we'll send over like 10 sows. And now we just need to bring about 20 of these just to get us rolling. Whatever leather we have. A bunch of wheat. And wood we will bring over as much as we can. Yeah, that should be enough to start. No, we are forgetting the most important thing. And we can always do a second load. Expand. Unload. Reinforce with another 4. And do another just straight up Porco. And do inventory. Hey, Caleb, how's it going? And so we need some hose. We'll bring at least 20 for now. And what else do we need? Bring some apples that we won't touch. Okay, anything else? Let's just bring some stone. That'll be another thing we don't have to worry about. Let's bring the rest in wood. Okay, so let's move over. Let's get this started. Really? Oh. That kinda sucks. That's a new event. I've never seen that before. That's why I've never, like, given them defenses. So we will probably lose this unit. Huh. That's new. Also very nice to see. Sucks for me, but, you know, I'll take it. Oh, I forgot to bring over some javelins. I like this bandit thing would have, you know, that would have stopped it. But 75% of the fucking inventory? That's brutal. Also, even with javelineers, like 5 spear pigs, 10 snouts would have wrecked them. Like, these are 2 melee units, and even if we brought warriors, we'd be dead. That's brutal. Oh well. That population is as good as dead. That's gonna send me back. Mistakes were made. RNGesus said no. 12 available jobs. Son of a gun. Attacked by bandits. Yep, all dead. Lost all that loot. That hurt. Now, are they permanently there? Like, assholes? Okay, no. Yes, they are. We now permanently cannot settle this tile. Fuck. That sucks. That's actually a really good tile. And I am now not able to settle it. Okay. Well. Shit happens. This is the first time I've went and settled somewhere, and that's a thing. I wonder when he added in that event, or I've just been lucky enough never to have come across it. Or if it only happens in claimed regions that you have. That was a costly mistake, though. That's rough. 292. These fuckers right here. I'm gonna need like several more snouts than that. That was wildly unfortunate. Oh, that was bad. Like, what the hell, man? That part bothers me, and they still get to keep all my resources. Just taunting me. Won't be able to do anything until snouts, and I'm gonna need a lot of them. It's frustrating. And now for raiders. From where? That's probably them there. One thing that I've been noticing is I used to never have a problem watching combat, but as of late, combat doesn't seem to like end properly. You always have to seem to use a task manager to close the game. Am I making leather cloth? Yeah, we're gonna stop doing that. I need all this leather. All one of it. And I can't have you doing that. Also, you can do other things, like make food. So very salty. Now, do they climb? Okay. Just pelt at them. Cool. We killed one. Okay, now we've killed a few more. Interesting. What do they take? They can climb, I know, but they typically don't. If they did, they've been killed. I would have killed them all, because it takes them a while to climb. Yeah, I always have an error at this point. Not so much an error, but it always seems to freeze. And just freak out. I'm gonna give it a bit. Yeah, given that this is consuming more of my resources, I'm going to end this one. And that was the correct choice. Launch client. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to... Oh my lord. I always like how it just loads in automatically, but now I need to do this. 70, 48, 168, 131, and 14804 is the port. Because I'm not seeing it, so I have to just manually do it. Cool. 70, 48, 168, 131. Yeah, maybe. Glorious. I don't think it'll let me do it. 131, 14804. That should be it. Ah, you. Says it's public. Is anyone else having issues? No problem. Yeah, I'm trying to stream the game, but I am currently... Okay, one thing's for sure, we must never ever be in combat again because it does not like persistent games. I'm gonna try that one more time. If not, I'm gonna have to restart the server. Yeah, I'm gonna have to message Drake. Because it's not letting me join my own server. So I'm saving it. And I'll join back in. And I do apologize about that. It's closed, for God's sakes. Okay, well, we've been having a shit ton of bad luck, but let's hope it doesn't translate into error issues, because that's kind of annoying. Load game. Yeah, you're set to public. Close server when server doesn't close automatically. Thank you. Let's not do that. I do apologize about that. Yeah, sure. I'll take that free whatever. How bad is my loyalty? Did I just screw myself over? No. Okay, good. The way of the beast. Oh, that is a... Okay, I've never cared for that tech. Resource-wise, how we doing? Too bad I don't actually see what they took because I can't see that comment message anymore. So from now on, we should make sure we don't like watch any combat. Also, we are in a dire need of comp response, so we're just going to claim this. Sorry. I just want to see if there's like any copper that we've missed because a bandit. Oh, I can check my event logs. That's right. I will take a quick look there. I always forget about that log. Usually it's never been an issue. But you're correct, Sheraton. Keep forgetting if that's a thing. Because usually you get to see as you go. Event log. New events. Military. Ah, here we go. Oh no, that was the bandit one. All the events? Maybe? Come on. No, thank you. It's not helping me at all. Here we go. No, it's... No, I saved after the fact, so... Okay, I don't know. I am not sure. Okay, iron, coal. Fuck, I just need copper. Fucking bandits. Like, I might just have to settle that pitiful amount. And I will be salty. Yeah, well, it just looks like it's never happened as far as the server knows. Which is weird because I clearly lost. Hopefully people haven't lost progress. Hopefully nothing else has happened in that regard. But I did save before I shut it down and set her back up again. I'm pretty sure we've already looked at this. Yeah. Strong feeling that I am correct. I wish I could leave notes in the game, only read by myself. It's like, oh, there's copper here. Like, you know how you can set these bloody message, like, send a message to someone. Like, I wish I could just click on a territory, personal note. This area is crap. This area is good. It has tin, copper, or like I use the element, the periodic table, so it'd be like SN plus or SN plus plus plus, like depending on like how rich I feel the deposit is. Okay, if combat's the only thing that's lost, then that's not bad. Nothing worth there. Yeah, but I could live with just a note option. Like, I understand that he actively wants you to explore a map to settle, but I wish I could leave notes. Definitely for real-time sessions, like in the 90s, when I played like dungeon crawler like games or like Odyssey, it was an Atlas game. Basically, you just kind of had to map your own, do your own maps, essentially. Like, that was fine. I didn't expect games. That's some copper. That's some copper. But it does have clay. This makes this place better than the other one, I feel. And we can use it as a dock. Like, we can dig this out more. We can make it a trading hub if we really need to. Yeah. So, I don't mind actually exploring every region. It's kind of nice to do. But I just wish I could leave notes behind. So we're going to take this one. Because these jackasses have taken that one. You can do land docks. They're about 4 long, the dock, if I remember, and they need to, a portion of it needs to be like in the water, about a tile deep. It's kind of like your water collector, only like 2 or 3 of them long. And, but they're much more productive cargo-wise than the land dock is, so like per worker they produce a lot more. So I tend to favor water docks, and it's going to be a lot harder because this is a Pangaea map. There's not as much coastline to work with, and this game is very stingy on fucking rivers. Very stingy. It's like a bloody miser. That's how stingy it is. And this is about too far. It's actually not as far, but it's kind of on the border of distance. When you get too far, you tend to run into loyalty issues. How is Acularius doing? How much am I? We still have admin, but I want to take a look at this tile. There's 2 versions, as I said. There's the water dock and the land dock. The land dock is basically your caravansaries, and your water dock is, well, your trade harbors. In the future, I actually hope there's such a thing as trade routes, like visible on the map. Wow, there are 3 fish spots here. Please tell me there are more things. And I wish I could actually set notes. It was really my biggest demand. Let me set personal notes. It just has carrots. Fuck. And I'm pretty sure that's just part of this herd. But it has 3 fish. Maybe in the future. In the future. It's a forested lake. So it could be like a 4th or 5th city. What's this tile like? I probably haven't looked at it. I'm just waiting for my resources to build up again ever since the banditos mercilessly attacked our people. Which is going to delay us. I think Cheriton has Regis on this server. But, damn. We'll probably work out good trade relations. He produces certain goods, and I produce other goods. Right now, supporting wise, it costs $40 Canadian. Or at least that what it cost way back in the day. Well, it was 40 American. Now I think it's like 36 euro, which is the equivalence. But I know he's announced or talked about that it would be cheaper on release, so it's probably... Oh, I'm pretty sure you're Regis on the map, right, Sheridan? But back to your question, Meritak. I believe he said he was bringing down the price for full release. Because right now the price is high, on the higher side, because one, he wants it to remain kind of like closed beta. So he's kind of set the bar higher to limit access in. And he's also going to not, I'm pretty sure, and it would be smart in his case, not to do region pricing. Because then you run into that issue where you'll have keys being resold. So, and I think he wants to release it. Oh yeah, there are people who snipe keys. I lucked out. I was in the Patreon era before he switched over to a release every month. So, I lucked out there. 1.2. So we are getting stuff again. Yeah, I don't think this place has any local goods. But either way, even if people do snipe the keys, like, hopefully people aren't stupid enough to pay for people who aren't, buying from the official site, because they're just going to resell it at a higher price. And to be honest, I've gotten I've definitely gotten my money worth out of this one. I've bought into stinkers before, but this one kind of scratches that itch. I hope does a few things moving forward. Like notes would be great. On this server run, I think I'm going to do a few economic experiments to try to encourage some like importation exportations. Because I got into a debate on the chat for Ymir about how trade is going to be expensive, but I think it's actually worthwhile. I just don't know, like, maybe not for wood, but maybe for certain goods. Man, just so much meat. Okay, we're gonna try for this tile! We're gonna try. What resources do we currently have? We do have plenty of clay. We'll probably still have a fair amount of our stone. I think I will bring Javeliers along this time. Population is going to grow to replace the people that died, unfortunately, tech-wise. But this is setting us back on getting goddamn copper. You can claim as many tiles as you have administration. But basically, definitely we get further, the less administration combats waste. So the less administration you have, it will actively take out of your budget. So like right now, I just do it. It kind of helps, claim land. Also makes it harder for people just to walk into your land. It also makes exploring a little bit easier. I find it makes exploring a little bit easier. But these motherfuckers, I will take vengeance on them. I don't know when, but I shall. And I need snows. And then I'm gonna kill lots of barbarian tribes. Actually, while we're waiting. And again, I apologize. I had hoped to have settled that city today, but RNGesus struck. I wonder if he recently, I don't know when he input, as it was talking about before, I don't know when he put in that event. I've never seen it before. Dear Lord! All that coal! Damn. When we get out of the Bronze Age... Shit, I think I'm gonna keep this one. We'll conquer it and own it. There's clay, there's a ton of coal. Once we get out of the Bronze Age, steer clear into the iron, we'll corner the market. We'll have the fuel for it. We just need wood, and I could... Damn. Yeah, no, I like this plan. There's clay, we could do pottery, then we have we use the pottery pots for apples and such, and eventually we'll have wine. I think they also use pottery as well, amphoras essentially. Oh, that's interesting. I think I might keep this one. What's the other barbarian trash camp like? Half the time I'm probably just gonna take a spot and make it a colony and just leave it. Just get some taxes out of it. But that one I think I might keep. Barbarians. Look at this placement of flint mines. I could never pull that shit. Hopefully in the future, he does give barbarians an actual AI. Oh wow, that's tin. Shit, I actually might keep both of these. It's coast. I don't think he can actually reach this. I don't think it's possible. I'm pretty sure if I was playing this, it'd be like, you can't reach over here. In which I'd be very sad, but I would understand why. It has carrots. I have carrots. But it does have tin. And clay on that cliff. Is that a cliff made of clay? Dear Lord, that'd be one hell of a cliff to see. The clay cliffs. I don't think I need to claim this anymore. Do I? No. At least I'm pretty sure I don't need to. What was the resources here? I might just settle here. If it has the cotton, I might just stay here until I get the resources that I need. Well, I'll figure out which one has what I need more of. That's not a whole lot of copper. It is better than what I currently have, though, which is more than 0. But I don't think it's better than that coastal location. Let's have some coal. There's just so much coal around me. I can just skip straight to the Industrial Revolution. Just build trains. Fuck you. That's all I gotta say. It's holding me back. So yeah, I don't really need to settle this. I didn't see any resources of note. Not like the one that had actual cotton on it, which I'll settle just for the cotton. Oh well, at least Drake will be able to catch up then. Okay, now we're doing okay again. Yep, let's go for attempt number 2. What do we got? 5 jobs available. Population still growing. It's good to see. New formation, army. That's about range units, 10 Javeliniers. Come on. Thank you. 5 carriers. 15 sows for each lucky man. Now let us prepare again. 25. We're gonna need this. We're also gonna need hammers. 25. It's gonna need all the leather. Bring 5. Let's bring all the apples. Bring all the carrots. And I meant all the apples. What? All 1. Now, also need all the seed crop for the wheat. Now we need wood. Wood. For the rest of the resources. I'm pretty sure we can get the rest when we arrive. Let's hope for no more terrible events. Okay, yeah. We're gonna settle. Port Acularius. Disband. Okay. We finally got to a place. Progress. Oh, all the resources and Porcos I've wasted. For now, let us get this wheat being worked. Now that we have a local supply, restrict all the bloody access to everything that we can't produce, and keep 16 field crop. Move this off of the food because people are smart and, you know, don't want to eat. Well, we'll work on it. Eventually, we will set up ranch land here. Might just make it a ranch capital. What am I doing? That'll be farmland at one point. Motherfuckers. No, I did not lose another party. Thank Porcos. Thank the mighty swine god. We did not lose another bloody party. That being said, we do need to get this going up as soon as we can. Yes. Actually, we'll put the settlement over here-ish. Here-ish is fine. Here-ish is perfect English. The best of English. So once the water is up, that'll help them a bit. Downside is we don't have a local supply of leather. So we really need to, yeah, we don't have butchers yet. That sucks. Actually, you're not working at full tilt. If I move you over here, I think that will get you working at full tilt. You need to start producing your own supply of wood. Yeah, you have the workers for this? Okay. Oh, there's carrots here too. Well, damn. Well, that'll help for now. Oh, hey, you are a great source of wood, pretty much located on flint. Whoa. I love free hammers. Were they here? I think they were here at the capital. Okay, food-wise, how we looking? Population-wise, you should think about growing, right? Alright. No? Shit. Do we not have water yet? Oh, bloody. That's critical. Das critical. Also critical. Critical and critical. Let us hurry up with this wet. Oh my god, 3 minutes for water? Seriously? Wait, what the hell am I doing? Man, I'm all sorts of great right now. Man, I can't get my well up in time. Have you tried a water collector? No. Ah, dang. Today on Ymir, we will tell you what not to do while playing the game. Basically all of what I just did. Well, at least we have clay here. We have wood. Let us get you working at like 100%. We'll start in this corner. It's a nice corner. I think that's enough to get you at 100. Oh, let's build a few more then. I definitely want to get 5 apple going as soon as we can. Okay, you're at 100. I'm gonna put you off to the side. Eventually this is where all my farms are gonna end up being. Because eventually I stop just using gathering. It's just much more productive. You learn through the pain of mistakes. What really threw me off was the bandit event. I'm gonna have to be careful of that in the future. It's a good learning experience. Not one that I wanted to personally have, but someone's got to have it. I just happened to draw the card. Okay, we can't do it there. Let's get local supply of apples being produced. Let's try not to build too close to the copper. Okay. So, that should help a bit. Dang it. Critical. Hurry up, oh my god. To be fair, we just need to hire one. Okay. Let us put this to sleep for now. Do you have any more lumberjacks? No? Good. I want them to all be in farms. Just for now. There we go! Piglets are being born. That's what I needed to see. It's critical. We do have that one inactive. Moving stockpile simulator. It's because I didn't like where it was placed. Let us get a few houses down. It'll help with population growth. Yeah. That's why we need more leather. That's why we need the ability to run ranches. Here we go. Actually, since everything is critical but this, we can let this come back awake. Hire one. Get more water. We're gonna need that. Probably don't, but just to be on the safe side. We looking? 100%. 41%. We do have carrots. Okay. I want you productive. None of this not working thing. I'll need enough room for a mine. Ah, crap. Everyone here must work at 100% efficiency. I demand it. Did I leave a gap? I left a bloody gap. What the hell is wrong with me? Wrong. Like, I don't mind leaving small gaps. I can even live with, like, 2.9 efficiency, fertility. Like, the occasional flint that gets by. Just to be on the safe side. Okay, how's this farm doing now? Okay, we can build more. Let's try to avoid the trees for now. Okay, one more. Oh, we don't have a hoe for that. Eventually, once these piglets start growing up. Okay, next thing that we have to do. New formation. Do I want the fort here? The militia. We brought enough for 10. Do not bring a whole lot of wood. We can probably go back home for some more. Actually, is there any good rock outcroppings? I don't think so. I didn't see any on the map. This was pretty flat land, yeah. So we just gotta build a tiny little fort. Yep. We are going to need some more wood. Good. Sheraton, man, come on now. Stop taking all my cows. Damn, my cows. I was saving them. New formation. Your people are hungry hippos? Well, I wanted to capture those in the future. Just so you know, I had grand designs on that cow herd. And you've already, like, erased all the animals in the north? How much... You're gonna be screwed when there's not much more to hunt. Just enough. Just being here, lads. Pitch battle, no. Defensive zone, yes. No. Why? Fuck. Dang you. Well, it says Steam lobby is still okay. Eventually. When my... Oh, here, okay, so now it's showing. Before, my own server was like, nah, you don't exist. But now it does. I wonder if it's because I, like, Control-Alt-deleted, essentially, of the game. Or it's not gonna allow me to connect. I might have to restart the server. Really annoying. No, fuck. Yep. Timeout. What time is it? Well, soon I'll be doing a quick break. But I didn't mean it to happen this way. All I wanted to do was set up defenses, and the game just told me no. I'm sorry, everyone. I wonder if it's like my computer that's not letting me do it, or if it's Ymir just being Ymir, kind of wonky at times. I love the game dearly, don't get me wrong. But it is a game in development. Yeah, kind of. I think our errors are different though. Like my errors are like game errors, and it just doesn't allow me to connect back in. Typically people can play. It's just, dear Lord. Okay, let's try this again. Set up that formation, because if I don't do it, when the barbarians inevitably attack, they're going to run into the enemy front line like geniuses. As a skirmishing unit, I don't know why they run into people. I would assume they would throw their spears. If the people are getting close, they would fall back, like in Total War. Or how I would control them in Total War. How any sane person would control them in Total War. Aptly named, though. What did save? Huh. Oh, come on, man. I've been set back by the lack of copper. Imperial Militia. Fresh meat. Nah. You can be the Imperial Guard. Acularius. That being said, how are we doing? Growing. We are starting to. This is slowly moving in the direction that I want it to move in. We do have more available jobs. If we do get inactives, we can probably. Oh my lord. Glory to the Emperor. Glory to the Empire. This can be set on low. I think we can turn a couple of flint miners up on high. Or set them to at least regular. Why is this moving so slowly? What we really need is health. Or another good. Either would be great right now. All my farms are working full tilt, I hope. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Rit. Ooh, you're not working at full. So if we ever got up to like 16, we would meet most of the demand here. Man, they really like apples. They only want like 5 wheat, but they want 7 apples. And 5 carrots. They really just like apple. I wonder if it's like these are a similar category and apples are a different one. Yeah, I don't think that's it. Can I get doctors? I cannot get doctors. Not yet. I do not have tech. Yeah. Move you back. I wonder if Sheraton has doctors. That's a pain in the ass idea to get. Yeah, he does. He's got a lot more. I have nothing to share. Maybe it'll be nice. I don't think so, though. I have to pull teeth just for agriculture. Maybe I'll get some more farmers. Oh. Oh wow, he was nice. Ha! Or he took pity. One of the two. Man, it takes half an hour to do and it's probably gonna fail. Hate this tech. I hope the other place got that. Disband. That's a subtle reference to roast pigs. Ah, with the apple in the mouth. Yeah, maybe. Like, Launch has a lot of tongue-in-cheek moments in this game, I feel. So I want to put it past him. That's 100%. Maybe I'll get a second one going for apples. Damn. Or maybe I'll just get another farm going and it just produces apples. I don't really have a whole lot of apples. It might be a clue to make more farms to produce more apples. Okay. I don't want to really collect much. Wheat, we're doing good. I think we will store all of our farms up here, maybe, or maybe just over here. Yeah. Out of the way. Eventually all my farms will move here. We need to produce more apples. I think everyone is pretty well housed here, so I might just move more of the leather over to the other place. But what we really need is animal husbandry. Or at least the ability to, like, store animals and get, like, a butcher going. Okay, maybe, like, we don't need the meat. But we do need, the leather. Pretty cool. For the amount of apples we're doing, let's just hire one. We don't have a whole lot of apples on hand. Nor do we have a whole lot of hoes on hand. Let's, so 4 tiles wide. This is another 4 tiles, so right here. Let us just put these 2 to sleep. Probably can turn off these low ones for now. Still leaves us with 12 available jobs. So it's just the population isn't really growing. How are you not getting clay? Oh, you just have no one in here. Shit. I'm just gonna put wood down to regular. This one can be on high. No! Bad. Regular. Because the desperation is real. You're looking for that tech too? I don't think you look for it, it just happens if you're lucky. It's the longest I've ever had it take, though. Oh, it's got 3 farmers now. 11 available jobs. that event. Every time I see that, I'm reminded of my failure. How are we looking over here? 4 available jobs, growing. Eventually, in a few generations, this will start becoming a male population. Eventually, this should be about half of this, I think, because half of the piglets become porcos. Yeah, 40 male piglets, so about half of that, and the other 40 become sows. It says the porco variation is going up. So that is good news. How about for pork Acularii? It's good growth. The porco variation is slowly going up, but I imagine it'll change once this starts leveling out the piglet variation. Oh, now we're at the hurry up and wait portion. And I hope I get herbalism in the next half hour, or we might have that one session I had where it took me 7 times just to get metallurgy. God, I was angry that day. Angry might be a strong word. Salty. Salty is another word. It's a good word for it. I'm pretty sure cattle, not very good return for leather, I think. Can't remember. One of the, every animal, like most animals have like a meat or like a smaller pen but gives them more meat. I just can't remember which one. I know I had to do it for the arid location. Turned out like buffalo gave me the most leather back. They had larger pens, but per buffalo I got more leather out of. So I just don't know what the continental equivalent is. And I know Hawkins, wouldn't mind me coming south, but I really can't be arsed right now. Don't really have that kind of leeway. There's no ideas to give. But it sounds like he's pretty close with us, the Porkians. Oh, there's an event. Sorry, I was looking off to the side here. No. Yes. 15 gold. 15 gold! Is that gold? No, that's just gold bars. Oh, man, I'm going to be good once we get to like representative money. To really use that mission where it's like, you must store 15 gold. Or have so much gold stored up. What do you store? Leather? Okay, well, we're gonna plop another one down. I'm just gonna move these over. And it's gonna hold all the gold. Straight up 15 gold. I remember last session where I was like, I'm just waiting for the apocalypse to happen. The apocalypse happened. It came in the form of bandits and killed out my first foray to building a city, which essentially set me back about half hour. I would say. This needs to be gold, not macanas. Macanas. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Oh, it is only... Oh, no, it is actually gold. Straight up gold. Get max. Empty all. Get max. Yes. That's just lovely. And I have another 36 gold ore. Now, I think that will... I can't remember if it's a 1-for-1 ratio, like... Either way. No, it'll probably be about a third of that, so, like... Let's be very conservative. Let's say 10. A third of that is 12, but... Let's go with 10, so that's another 10 gold bars there. How many on my first attempt? I think about 20. No, I did 30, like 15 porcos. I did 10 male porcos, 5 carriers, and 15 sows. So 30 like 30 swine altogether. It was not pleasant. I was not impressed. And I really didn't want to lose 75% of the inventory. Essentially, that would have equated to about the same amount of time lost, because I would needed to have produced all those resources again. Jobs available, yeah, I know. I just need leather. I have 2 hunting spots. Like, come on now. Wish you were more productive. Anything else? No. Nah. Other people, superior leader. What's that? How much leader superior? Oh yeah, I want to add that in. People love me more. Importance of the Senate, and I will add this anyway, because I can. Economy. Nope, can't do that. Food rationing. Nope, fuck that. Flag reform. So this doesn't, like, these don't take away. We won't be able to. Oh, something is taking away. Oh, privileges. Do I really need this? No, it doesn't give me state power. And I don't need this yet. Economy-wise, like, I don't make money. And this just takes away state power that I could use in a settlement that just exists to gather. So we're going to revoke this reform for now. That shall free us up another 5. So we could, in theory, get another settlement down. Oh, privilege was leader superiority. For now, by reform, he doesn't need to do contribution yet. I just did that out of habit. So much iron. I don't think I need to store flint. Where's the flint? Oh, I don't think I actually have any flints actively stored. It's all that silver. Okay. I want at least 2 of these, hopefully. So, while we wait, it's time for an announcement. Depending on how long the stream, in theory, we want to stream every time on Tuesday around the same time. Same with Saturday, same time as last time. But if this campaign goes until the first week of August, the first weekend I won't be able to stream for. I'm going to be away on personal matters. You must know it's a wedding. It's gonna be it's gonna take some time, so I'm not gonna be able to stream. I'm gonna be out of town. So I won't be able to stream for that day. Drake and everyone else playing is gonna need to find something else for that time. Probably later on in August, it'll be my significant other's birthday. So hopefully, wow, if she wants to celebrate it on a Saturday, like, I'm going to be celebrating on a Saturday without you. Like, I'm just going to need to. There's a matter of priorities. So, just so you know, I'm giving you the heads up that the stream will not occur in the first weekend of August. And that's a main thing. And now for the shameless plug. While we wait, because we have to wait. If you want to help the channel grow, follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. That would really help. Definitely get back into the monetization sadness that YouTube took away. Because, that is what YouTube does. That would help the channel grow. It helps pay for certain things like the internet. Otherwise, there's PayPal if you want to donate there, and there's also Patreon if you just want to support me on a monthly basis. But now that that's done, let's get back into this and wait. So I'm basically just looking over on chat, seeing if anyone have anything to say or have any questions. Now, what I want to try to do a little bit in this game is experiment economically, because I feel that trading might, with certain goods, and I probably opened with this, might be worth it. Not like to the state, it might come at a loss, but I think the economic activity trading would generate money, because straight up value of, if you look at a certain good, say that I was moving iron from one place to another. Like an example from the game, I'm persistent. The iron from a location that I'm producing costs 19 coins in total, and that's a follow. Yeah. Thank you for following. I think that's an I, so I'm gonna go with Iota. If not, it's Loda. I'm gonna go with Loda. This isn't actually mid-game. I would call this, like, late, early. Mid-game, I wouldn't consider until, like, the advent of bronze. And I am not there. I'm just scratching the surface on copper. Yeah, it's always a Stone Age tribe because, even on real time, your first few hours are going to be as a Stone Age tribe. And I understand the pacing. Like, you need to explore, you need to look around, you need to slowly build up your infrastructure of your starting city. And by the time you get to Copper, like, then you're going to think about another city. And you're going to probably think about the long term, like, am I going to have this city for the short time through the Copper and Bronze era, or will I be able to use it past that in the Iron? Because eventually you're going to phase out Copper and Bronze as metals, and you're going to want to switch over to using more of the Iron, or potentially Steel. Definitely when you get into basically the late game content as it currently stands is like late medieval. Like, I know the assets for muskets or arquebuses are there, just not for the unit, but I know as the icon for the item itself to be produced. So I know it's going to move forward into the gunpowder age. Like, I would rather see some military overhaul, like skirmishing unit. Like, I wish I had a skirmish mode, or I could set like cavalry to flank and not like charge right in, maybe like wait for the front line to hit first. I don't know. Yeah, no. And you'll see a lot of content on Ymir, focusing on the Stone Age because it's the easiest to produce. It's basically your first couple hours, and then you're just gonna scratch into agriculture and maybe start mining some copper, like Port Acularius. Still has 3 available jobs, and we are starting to grow the native population, starting to get there. Okay, this is my, I don't know how far Raj is going to take it, I don't, but I am a personal fan of the Victorian era. Like, I love, all warts and all, I love Victoria too, I love Pride of Nations, because they focus on an era that I find incredibly interesting. A lot of terrible things happened in that era, but as a whole, we see the foundations of the world that we now live in. Like, we see the beginning of globalization. We see the world, the modern world, essentially connect in ways that it hadn't really connected before. Like, yes, there were messages between China and Rome, but there wasn't. You filthy colonizer. I know, I'm English by descent. My going theory is England ruled the world because the food was crap. Like, there was not much, and the weather was not very great in England. Arguably, it's not that great in Canada, but yeah, you know. We have the States down south of us, so we have the leeway. Actually, I guess that might be our innate jealousy. Like, England was jealous of France and all of its tasty food. Should you take that theory seriously? No, it's just for fun. I tell that one mostly as a joke. But really though, I do hope he moves it forward to the Industrial Revolution. I would love that. I would love to see if trade becomes more important then, because I really don't like how players are typically always fall into autarky. I really feel... Yeah, but you have to remember that when we get those heat waves of 35 degrees Celsius, it usually comes the week after we were just suffering like 0. Like, May was our turning point in weather. At least here, we went from -5 to maybe a warm day with a high of 0 to like 25 with a humidity that bumped it up to 33. That's a difference of like 40 degrees Celsius sometimes within a day. We had snow at the end of April. In southern Ontario, we had snow at the end of April, and then we had a few more cold weeks, and then spring finally ended, and May was like, hey bitches, summer! Suddenly it was like 20s and 25s, and then the past couple weeks we've been last week we had like 35, then a storm in my area finally broke the humidity, so now we're sitting in a nice comfy 25. Like, I've never had this issue, but you have to realize when people die, it's usually, like, the vulnerable. Like, your seniors, your young, who can't acclimatize, or I feel don't acclimatize nearly as well. Which I find odd, because every time I visit my grandparents, they, for some reason, decide that 30 is, like, a totally acceptable temperature to keep their house. Winter, summer, spring, fall. 30 degrees Celsius. I'm falling asleep. I'm usually on the floor, dead asleep. So, them I'm not worried about. Let's see. Well, the resources are growing here. Too bad. Yeah, the first local industry I'm going to be setting up is going to mine that copper. How are we looking? City here. Slowly filling up the jobs again. These jackasses sent me back a few generations. No, we have air conditioning, but like it gets pretty warm, and we typically build our houses to for insulation, and our energy prices aren't exactly the cheapest up here. It's why our industry has issues. Not in Quebec; they have a lot of good hydroelectric, but in my area, we are full of NIMBYism. We want to do green energy, but we don't want to pay for it. We don't want nuclear in backyard, even though it produces a lot of energy. We don't want gas or coal because it's polluting. So that really leaves you with jack in returns of expanding our energy options. Like, we have nuclear reactors that are well beyond their expiry date. And we're just lucky we don't have earthquakes like in Japan. Otherwise, we have our own, Tokushima? I think it was Tokushima. Yeah, so fun times. Get a local Ontario politics for you. Bro, damn it. Out of curiosity, how much could we get out of this? Well, we need leather and stone. That's fine. We can bring some in. 0.64. I think 0.64 is all we can get. Yeah. 0.64 is all we can get. Because we get 0.64 with just this. And if we're covering up most of it, still 0.64. So maybe 2? At least 1.8. Or 1.5 out of this. That's not a whole lot. At least late game, that's not a whole lot. We need to bring stone and leather. Okay. No, we just elected the Ontario Conservative Party. We just kicked out the Liberals after 15 years of having them in power. You're probably thinking British Columbia. The Liberals, really, they lost because scandal after scandal kind of rocked them. And they went from a major party to not considered a party anymore. And let's just set up my biases here. I don't agree with. I'm not as familiar with Quebecois politics. Oh yes, yes! I succeeded at herbalism on the first try. No, British Columbia elected the Green Party, I believe. At the provincial level. Are you Canadian, Murtic? Because if you are, you understand that at the provincial level is far more powerful than the federal. I had to explain this to some people outside. They, for some reason, think the federal government is really powerful when it's actually really not. It's the provincial parties that matter. Federally, yeah, they deal with foreign policy and all that, but for the average Canadian day to day, it is Euro poor. I'm not familiar with that reference. A part of me wants to say sounds like either you meant to say European or Eastern European, because I always hear that not exactly doing the wealthiest over there. Though here Poland's on the is getting better from what I hear. And to be honest, I kind of wish that at the federal level was a bit stronger. That's my personal belief. I wish it was a bit stronger. Oh, Europeans. I don't know if Americans can really call other people poor. They're not exactly on average, wealthier than anyone else. The average American is probably just as wealthy or poorer than Europeans. It's only the higher percent, like the small percentage, are actually really wealthy. Kind of like Diocletian's Roman Empire. Only we understand what inflation is nowadays. He did not. No fault of that to them. Or maybe they did understand it, probably just not to the same extent. If I set up at least 2 for now, that'd be good. From there. So what part of Europe are you from? If you want to say. Like, I know I say Ontario, but Ontario I think is like larger than Spain. Or the Iberian Peninsula in its entirety. Maybe it's equivalent. Either way, I know Ontario is huge. Get these doctors down. Cut the Empire in 4. No, he, if I remember correctly, he set price control, which never really works because no one can really enforce it, or they choose not to really enforce it. Because pricing was getting high and currency was falling out of favor thus it was getting harder to pay the legions, and you have to pay the legions if the Severian dynasty that came before it taught anyone anything, you have to pay the legions, or they choose an emperor that will, even if he really can't. It's a downward spiral from there. Now, if we get doctors in, we'll bring in some healthiness. When we bring in the healthiness, we'll bring up more population. Like, we're really lacking on the population here. Yeah, you're right. Diocletian did set up the Tetrarchy, didn't he? Okay, well, we have leather. Still don't have many hoes. We are starting to get some apples in. But let's get some more apples down. Need more apples. Apples! 2.9. I can live with that. 3. Nice. Our whole hoe. Okay, we are producing hammers. But if I had to choose between hammers and hoes, I want hoes. Oh, they're all down here. Whoops. Yeah, I want this. Hammers before hoes. You know where Porcos is? What do you mean Porcos? Is that like Hawkins' place? His 3rd iteration? Or is it another player? Because I don't know either of them. Porcos. Oh, I know where Porcos is. Porcos is over yonder. Porcos is in Disfar. Oh. Maybe it's not that. Sorry, I thought it was Disfar here, but I don't think it is. Like, he calls him, like, Chieftain of the Deporkians. He's called Deporki. But I don't know if it's him. But if we're talking about Drake, he is in theory somewhere down here in the void. Given my recent attempt at trying to settle, I'm in no real mood to explore right now. My people are battered and weary right at the moment. Okay. So, I also want to put doctors in my settlement, just to get the population growing faster. Now I'm going to put down 2 for now, but I'll probably only get 1 like working. Okay, you are providing health. You are providing health. Excellent. What does that translate into? A population. More people. Now, what does the doctor need? So doctors need 3 hammers apiece, 5 clay. So we would need wood. My other place produces itself. Well, will produce itself. So 6 hammer, 10 wood. Okay, 6 hammers, 6 stone, 10 clay, and 10 wood. So I need at least the holy pigs. Yeah, that's good enough for now. We need 2 of these suckers. And so we need 6 hammers? 6 hammers. 6 hammers. 10 wood. Hello. Oh, yes, barter. Barter. We don't really have the artisans for this, though. That's fine. Back to what I was doing. 10 wood. 6 stone. It also needs stone for the mine, which was 2, I believe. It needs some leather. We'll just give it 10. We're gonna need another carrier, so we'll give it 6 leather for now. We'll add another carrier. No. Yes. Reinforce. With 1, we will add another 4 leather. Followed by stone clay. We need a 10. And I know we can produce it over there, but I don't want to set up that industry over there yet. Yeah, that will do for now. I think I can produce everything else over there in time. Or the resources are already there. Thank you. Load. Oh, not add. Unload. Unload. That too. This as well. Go back home. I think llamas also produce wool. I think that is the thing that we need for our area. No, it wasn't here, but it is growing now. So all those jobs will get filled up. Then we can think about everything. Okay. Try to get more of these people into houses. Good. More population. I think that was the leather I needed, actually. Yeah, that was the leather I needed. That was of error. Lumberjacks. Good. Because I want to double up these walls, and I'm going to need the fuel and time. New policy, fair exchange. New policy, seize materials. New building, merchant 2. Time to make my farmers wealthy. Actually, that being said, let's go check out my farmers. Expand the farms. Yeah. That produces wheat. This too can produce wheat. Oh wow, one hoe, really? Damn it. Okay. Is it due to... No, we're getting the flint. We're getting the hose. Do we have the population for available jobs? Not really. Well, let's help with this population growth. What the fuck did I do here? Did I just... Yeah, I just messed that up. What is the efficiency here? 1.5. What are you guys like? 1.5. So 3. Is the fertility? No! Let's get more. Strategic tool. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm back. Good, I just didn't want to watch this combat because that creates errors. So 24 soldiers, we just put up 2 Javelinier forces. Yeah, we got plenty of loyalty. It's fine. It's not really that hard. Like, all you need to do is set up stalls from your farms. I typically use stalls for farms because, one, merchants tend to have this tendency to resell things at a higher price, so I tend to keep food prices lower by not allowing merchants to sell food. Also, it gives me a lot more control over what goes into what supply chain. So I'll have 2 like farms selling directly to the population through their stalls. At the same time, one farm will be, like for wheat, for example, will be set only to sell, will be for industry, like for baking bread. Yeah, the best of animations. this combat's taking a while, but I dare not go in because I'm trying to avoid resetting the server. Anyway, what does Sheraton have? Because for some reason I seem to be getting this error like every time a combat tries to end. My screen just, my computer just doesn't really want to deal with it. It's just like, fuck you. Cast nets. I don't care. I really don't. You can keep cast nets. I have no fish. Man, this combat taking forever. Two available jobs. Wow. Okay. We have barter, but I need to wait for this combat to end. Otherwise, they're gonna starve. Oh, I think we won. That's right, motherfuckers. You did! 12 apiece. Well done. I tip my hat to you, sirs. Territory menu. Did I actually lose those resources? Nope. I think I got that wood too. Interesting. How's the new colony? G'day. Let's go to our capital first. We're going to switch over to barter. Get the economy going. Get stalls up and running. I typically also do stalls for my hunters. Can I set those up now? No, I actually need to do barter. Okay. Where do I actually want to put my stalls? Well, this looks like growing area, so maybe not here. Maybe I'll put the stalls in this area. Nah, I kind of like having them around my housing. Maybe here. It's not really a whole lot of room for. This will be my commercial area. I've decided it. Anyway. I think barter switches us over to money. Enable, yeah, population incomes, enables paid materials, enables state treasury. Okay, so what we need to do, set this contribution to 95. We need to enact privileges again, set this to 25. And add in that reform, 25. Fair exchange, add in reform. Apply reform. That's good, that's good. Okay, mad dash time. These farms. You are wheat, so you do wheat. You also not a wheat field. Do wheat. You also wheat. For now, eventually I'll get rid of your trader. You are producing wheat. Okay, eventually I'm gonna like switch over those farms to not producing wheat. You do apples. You also produce a little bit of carrots, but apples for now. Same with you. Apples. Also, stalls are fucking free. They also never go obsolete. So really, they're a good investment. So and they take away a little bit from the productivity of the farm, but at the same time, it doesn't drive up prices. Meat. Places that I typically allow for prices to go up are like when I use merchants or when I sell meat that are produced from butchers. Because artisans are typically well off anyway. They come from a pretty decent pool of wealth. I believe that's all my farms here. Yeah, you got trading. You also are trading. Trade. Trade. Trade, trade, trade. think that's all the goods that I'm currently doing. No pottery. Do I have the money for that merchant right now? Yes, I do. No, pottery has a supply chain. So I am going to set this one to sell its goods. I also typically avoid doing merchant stuff for supply chains. Hunters I favor because they're hunters. They're usually dirt poor anyway. They don't need some merchant trying to drive up the price of their goods. I want that to be more readily available to my population. And we need to get these stalls set up. So your apple. This seems like a good place as any to build my merchant stalls. You produce wood. You produce wood. You produce carrots, kind of. It's fine. You too produce carrots. You produce wheat. You as well produce wheat. Okay, everyone switch over to barter. No one is starving. You all want to set to high. You two as well to high. Actually, are you meeting? You're not meeting 100%. So sending you to, yeah, that's because you were starving. We'll look back at you in a second. Yeah. Now we don't get money from this until, like, this area until taxes. So, like, I want to develop that economically, but I want most of my work to be done here for a long time. Yeah, after we got all the stalls set up, we're doing good. Okay, so we have all of our stalls. We have some pottery. Not yet. Yeah, now that we got barter, we're going to be much more productive. Barter, I believe, improves productivity. Yeah, plus 20%. I'm pretty sure, like, whatever the other one was, didn't actually takes away from productivity. No, they buy stuff with money now. We now actually have a currency in the economy. I have a budget, which is based off of the GDP of Acularius itself. So my Porco takes a quarter of this wealth, and a quarter of this would be like 110 coins. And then I contribute 110 of those coins into my budget, which is why I make very little. Yeah, here we go. Leaders' personal wealth and voluntary contribution. Okay, so they give 20% of their incomes by default. Interesting. But we are now making money. Now we have much more productive farms, so we need to start really getting those going. Now, hammers. I'm producing 1.1 hammer. I want to have about 32 of these at any given time. So this is going to cost against my budget. But I'm only producing 1.1 hammers. So it's not that bad. Now, hoes are productive enough that my people are okay with it. And they'll keep producing it. Mostly because I'm expanding my farms. What to say? Because this is what this is local. When I'm looking at the economy tab over here, this is the state. This is the treasury of the entire state. My entire GDP out of all my areas is 570. This is the money coming directly from my Porco. But this is that. This is regional. This is how much this region is costing me or giving me. When we start getting taxes out of here, not voluntary, but actual taxes or sales taxes and all that, or we export, because to export you need to state purchase the good and then you sell it. So we are losing money here, technically, but overall we are making more money through here as a collective whole, because both of my places are actually losing me money. But due to voluntary contributions and my leader being rich, like if we look here, this place is also like, overall both my territories net me a loss of 12. But my people are contributing a little bit out of goodwill, and my leader is rich, and I plan to make him wealthier, so it works out. And I want to encourage hammer production, because I'm going to need hammers to do things. So maybe I won't set up, set up tool production in the colony. Maybe I will just move goods from my capital and send it over there. So as you can see, stone blocks, they're going to try to avoid this. So if there are better jobs available where they make money, they're going to go there, which is fine. I don't really need stone right now. I do want to maintain about 32. I'll probably change that in the future when stone's not as needed. You can't contribute 100% to you don't want to, because there are two things. One, the leader will buy things. Two, it affects his legitimacy. Leader superiority is based off his wealth. So like leader superiority of 13 is based on our leader here. So I make 3 wealth, so he will buy stuff. He's typically very wealthy, so he buys a lot of things. Like I've seen people contribute a lot, but legitimacy works in a few areas. I can't remember all of them. I think it was conflict. Was it here? No. Something. I think global. No. No. There was another thing that it affected, and I can't remember what. It's gonna bother me till I figure it out. There was something else that it affected, or used to affect, and you would see it in one of these tabs. Policy. Is it policy? No, it wouldn't be policy. But conflict's coming down, so less murders, more porcos. Typically, you want to have your leader privilege, and he only gathers from your capital, by the way. So typically, through this period, you have a city-state dynamic. So you really just are focusing on your capital, getting it up nice and wealthy, because you get the most return to your leader. So like he'll take a quarter of that as the GDP, as his personal wealth, and then he'll contribute that to your treasury. Later on, you'll be able to do taxation, so you'll be able to tax your other provinces or your other cities. So typically, usually your core, your capital is well built up, while your colonies are not as built, for good reasons. Because one, usually a lot of time is spent in your capital, so you have a lot more development there. So it really doesn't matter. But as the game goes on, you probably want to develop your other cities as well, because you get more taxes, you get more production, and you can probably move more goods into your capital. Or at least that's what I learned. I don't think he's changed anything in regards with that. Because, you know, people have to pay for things. There was this play, I can't remember, it was a Greek playwright, and it's like, why can't, and it's like, I will have all the things held in common. No one will have to work, or no one will have to do this. Everyone will have the right to live, to happiness, to peace and joy. And it's like, who will work the fields? The slaves. So I don't really think that really works. Someone needs to do something, or needs to be convinced to do something. So, yeah. Huzzah! We now have all the jobs fully filled up. Nice. Maybe this will be a trade capital in the future. It does have access to water. I could do it that way. Yeah. This mine. This mining camp requires leather. Okay, so now we're gonna work on metallurgy. We need to move leather. Ash, volcanic ash, I believe, is used in cement, which is a tech further down the line. It's like an Iron Age tech. The Romans, right? They use volcanic ash in their cement. That's why it was so good. Volcanic ash and quicklime, I think. Don't quote me on that one. It's been a while. So we do have leather again. What we don't have is ranching. We need ranchers. Not that. We'll move another 10 leather over. Just to build up a few more houses in Acularius. Quick question. When I switch over to barter, did that give me more state power? Not really. But I do need privileges. I need that money. Yeah, that's fine. Do I need to encourage any state work over here? No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's fine. No, he has Hawkins has ranching? Dang it. Well, since I'm going to population boom, maybe I can go explore down that way. But Sheraton, Hawkins has ranching? Dang it. Okay, I have like way too much clay. I have an overabundance of clay. Anyway, we need to produce more goods. Wait, no, we need to get... No, the population needs to grow in Port Acularius a bit more. And then we can worry about metals. Like my coffee black, just like my metal with the base, the rock, the mine, the metal. I like my coffee black, just like mine. Anyway, we need to increase the productivity so I can increase the GDP in Acularius and therefore get more budget. Also, these cost like 2 gold coins. Seriously. It's dirt cheap. Yeah, you can probably hold a lot more than you used to. And apples are in high demand. They're like Holo from Spice and Wolf. Just love them apples. And I... Self-righteous apple cider. Okay. Nice, we're getting more apples. How do you like them? For lucky, we won't... Yeah, that's fine. So we have a production of 3.3. There's a demand of 9. We are producing exactly the demand needed. No, not exactly. Ideally needed 7, supply is 5. But we're over the 16 that I want to maintain, so... Yeah, maybe they can't afford more than that. Okay, so our GDP is going up. So that means our budget is also going up. Also really don't need hammers, okay? Well, once it gets to 32, they'll realize that it is an unprofitable course of action. Actually, do we have spare workers? We have spare workers, ladies and gentlemen. So we need to get the hose back up. Gotta get them hoes. We have a fair amount. So, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. And turn these back on. Bring in some more flint. Make some more hose. Can ash be used for charcoal? No, that doesn't sound right. That's weird. Is it like, no, I don't remember seeing it used as like clay mud substitute. Unless I'm wrong. That doesn't sound like a fuel source for charcoal. Like, I find it very hard for volcanic ash to be turned into charcoal, unless that's a liberty Ranj has taken. It just sounds weird. 3.9, good. Looks like it's all productive. You guys are good, you guys are good. Looks like I've gotten all these people in productive industries, which means they are making money to buy things, and buying things is good because that allows the industry to profit, it allows the people to profit, and they buy more things. Man, my economic balance is wrecked over here. Only have one thing producing hammers. What is costing me so much? Cost 3. It produces 1.5. Oh, maybe it's buying the other hammers that are currently in the inventory. Maybe, I don't. Yeah. Either way, the blacksmiths are hitting pay dirt. Maybe I'll get another potterer going for now. I don't know, how you doing? How doing? Damn, you doing good. Do we have the wood for that? Yeah, we have the wood. You take 0.4. 0.4 clay. We have so much clay. So maybe we will get that going then. We need more artisans anyway. Really don't want to make my leather into leather cloth yet. Wait, Hawkins knows where I am. He knows where Acularius is. He should be able to trade with me if he's who you're talking about, Sheraton. You can click on my name, set up a trade, and pass me along ranching if he wants. Anyway, Port Acularius, how we doing? We got free workers now. That means we're going to, well, it doesn't really, fuck it. We'll start it. We'll get the mine rolling. And then we'll get the foundry rolling. Does it have enough? Yeah, it should have enough wood. Need to check the population. Population still reported as growing. 100% on that. Okay. And then we'll occasionally just pick up the copper goods here. I am going to move this over here. So eventually I'm just going to want to store the copper bars in there. Strategic tool. Got a new defensive zone. And I'm back. Yeah, get rid of defensive zone 2, defensive zone 1, get rid of that one. Pitch battle, no. Defensive zone 2. Sit in here, please. Done. Oh, it didn't crash. Progress. Yeah, I might do that. When we get like trade set up, but I'm gonna produce the copper bars here. The issue is a coin on top of the copper production would be cheaper than the coin on top of the copper and the wood that I'm going to have to take away. So I don't think I produce enough wood in my capital to do that. It'd be cheaper, it'd be better to produce the final good. The copper ore, like the copper bars, I will produce here in Port Acularius, and then I will move them into Aculapoli, where I can change them into finished goods, where I will get most of the taxes. 0.96. Can I get more? No, just Port 9. Port 4.96. Okay, we'll do that for now. I would rather make the finished goods here. I can do most of the production over here because I have the wood here. I would rather save the wood for like pottery and such over here and just make the final good here. Definitely, since I don't have a trade, like continuous trade, like I can't like move wood internally. Oh, I don't have a trading hut set up for you yet? Okay, come on now. Let me get... That was the button that had, for reasons I don't understand, disappeared. Okay. So, the pottery we're producing here... Oh, that... Now that we have pottery... we can think about protecting the food. It'll take 2 minutes. Get that mine set up. How are we looking? Hose, we're doing great. Treasury, we are slowly making more money. We are subsidizing hammers though, so that makes a lot of sense. 100% here. I just want to get these up to like 100% efficiency first. And actually, apples first. Actually, this place can only do one more apple. So you are now producing the 18. Are we looking over here? 18, 100% usage. Not really gathering anymore, so I'm gonna keep you collected over here with the other apple farm. You're gonna be offline for a few seconds. You're not collecting anything anymore either. So I'm going to store you here with the other apple, with the other carrot. I'm going to put down another farm. I kind of want to have like 2 farms for carrots. I'd like to have at least 2 of each. But it can start with just collecting. And then we can... critical. Let's see, carrot-wise, how we looking? Yeah, there's a lot of demand for it. I could, maybe in the future, back to your question, Meritak, in the future when I have far more population, I could probably move the entirety of copper production here. But for now, like, I'll produce the bars over in Acularius and... going. So you're just collecting at 100%. That's great, actually. You are not, though. We have plenty of wheat farms. We have 4, actually. That's ideal. Typically, I have like 3 farms producing the wheat, sell directly to the market, and 1 farm will be used for bakery. Like it will go into the mill and then it'll go into the baker. Make bread. Good old bread. Okay, so we're meeting the demand on meat now. We got protecting the food. Is there something else that we need? Forgotten pot? I don't have grapes. We're kind of sitting pretty at 126 meat. We're not going up, we're not going down, so maybe we'll give this a attempt. An elite warriors. You're right, I would make more money that way. But I also have very, very limited, at the moment, limited reserves of people to work with. So, you are correct. I would make more money that way. And I agree with that assessment. 100%. Let's avoid the less choicey response if I can. We have plenty of space. Now we're at 100%. We'll even it out. I think my fields are more productive than gathering right now. So we'll do that. Okay. 2 available jobs. That's actually not too bad. Is this farm collecting? No. Sleep? Wake up? Okay. Yeah, you're not collecting from sources anymore, so this should be like... move you away, maybe move you back? Will that unblock the... I'll give that a shot. See if that solves the issue. How many coins you making a tick? Not many, but I'm subsidizing the current production of tools, just 7. Up until I get 32. Because it needs a little help going along there. Actually, maybe it doesn't anymore. But I'm gonna do it anyhow. Flints. 2, 2, 2, 2. Usage 75. Are you all usage? No. Maybe I need to move you. How much are you guys producing? 2.1? What are you producing? 1.8. Okay, I'm gonna abandon you. Sorry, and I'm back. Sorry. Pipes. From coins. Usage 68. So we're going to demolish you. You're not very productive. I kind of like productive places. Anyway, let us move you back maybe? No, you guys are considered under use. That's fucking annoying. Fine. This is a place where I put all my carrots. So we're just gonna set up a few carrot fields for this place. Not what I wanted to do. Treasury. Doing good. Do I see any slums? No. Okay. Okay. now it is producing carrots, and now we get a stall. So we have at least 2 carrot stalls. That's good. It'll get more carrots into the market. We can do another 4, I suspect. I also want to increase the productivity. Oh my god, fucking hell. Back, sorry, pipes. Growth is good here. So we are gonna walk away. How are we doing for time? 9:41. 20 minutes until the server closes. Hello? Oh, the way of the beast. So we did get that tech. Cow. How are we looking here? I think we need to bring over some more resources. New formation. Army. Carrier. That cost me 12. Yeah, that makes sense. So I want to bring about 5 more of these. Since they're state-owned, it doesn't cost me anything until I get out of the point where I don't own it anymore. So we're going to move some of my state-owned hammers over to Acularius. I think it produces its own wood. It needs a bit more stone. 10. I probably need some clay. No, it needs leather. But, yeah. 20 coins, move it to Acularius. Now it's state-owned, so I won't have to pay for it again. I don't think humans exist in this world. I think, Ranch specifically avoided. You use South Scouts too. I find them pretty useful. They don't cost much. Okay. Take a look at Acularius. Treasury? 16. Excellent. Probably because I bought the leather. Okay. Okay, I forgot the clay. I could have sworn I brought clay over. I am smart. Army. Carrier. Just need 1. That's fine. I'll buy more leather. How much money a tick you making, Sheraton? And are you subsidizing anything? Come on. Make the unit. There we go. I wonder if combat just happened somewhere. No, not leather. Clay, leather on the brain. Clay. We'll just bring over as much clay as we can. I don't think they have them here. And I think Ranch would specifically avoid making bacon out of humans. Might ruffle some feathers. Does not need that sort of notoriety. Oh, an idea. An idea. Using dirt. Yes, we have no inactives. Ha! Biscuit. That's why we have population growth. But soon we'll make mud brick. But to put it in perspective, we've had this the server's been going for what, close to 7 hours now, and I'm finally like trying to get copper online. I imagine Sheraton to the north might have had it going a little bit longer. I'm not looking at Hawkins stream. I'll probably watch that tomorrow while I do some work. But he might be further ahead than me. Who knows? I don't. Where do I want to set industry? Industry can be over here, I suppose. A 52. You make 52 coins a tick? Damn. I believe I'm ahead of Hawkins, but I don't think I'm ahead of Sheraton. You make 52 coins a tick? That's impressive. I also have that setback over here. I blame that setback. These fuckers. What do you have? Warehouses and plant selection. So you have level 2 farms. If I remember correctly from plant selection. Pants. Copper ores being produced. I make one of it. Are we looking? The downside of like continuously moving your settlements around in the beginning, trying to find that perfect spot, is you're not investing the same amount of time producing resources. Like I almost feel like he would have been better off like building up the spot he was in, trying like teching up with everyone else, like Regis or Sheraton and myself, and then like maybe once he had like agriculture and ranching, he can move everything over to a new spot. But I think he moved too soon. And he just moved for the spot. I don't think I don't know how much resources in his area. So that might hurt him in the long run. Anyway. Let's get my farms being more productive. Apples. Always use more of these. Maybe one more. TM. Are we looking? Yep, one more was enough. The highest demand is for apples. That's expensive. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. So I can have room for about 6 more apples, judging the other place. I feel like I fucked up somehow. But that's all my apples. How are we doing with carrot-wise? We can definitely build more carrots, which will improve my GDP, which will improve the amount of money I make a tick. Hawkins is also playing the game Iron Storm. Apples, we produce 4. Wheat, we produce 5.8. So we're still producing a fair amount of wheat compared to everything else. Probably up our carrot production. Oh, we can expand it by 4. No, damn it. Ah, darn. Thank you. That would bother me. How would you pronounce it? It's like Arum, Land for Gold, and Aaron mixed in. So like, Arin? Yeah, I understand. Name that I used before was like Nazaroth. That was an RP name. And Acularius is typically Acularius Astartes. You can blame Warhammer 40k for that one. Or you can congratulate, whichever you so choose. Acularius being derived from Acuity. And then I just tacked down Larius at the end. Because I am smart. SMRT smart. Okay. Let's see if we can produce more wheat. Okay, how about you? You're at 100? You're at 100? Out of curiosity, did this ever free up? Oh, now it's free up. Damn you. That's fine. I wanted about 3 carrot farms anyhow. You can produce more wheat. Well, we'll just expand it by 2. Oh, I just got a few more O's up and ready, so... Nope. Sounds heretical. Ha! Just maybe. No, fuck, I hate when that happens. Carrots. Yeah, that's good for now. This can also be critical. Bring more food, bring more population, more money. More money per tick, more tech. This place is costing me 15. The waste is kind of hurting me, I suspect. Not that badly. Not as much as the upkeep. Yeah, I have clay. I have the clay. I think I have soil mining too, but I don't have the brickworks yet. No, but do I have inactives? I need to start saving up some inactives. Now that this is done, we're gonna go back to Port Acularius. Let's see how we're looking over here, resource-wise. Get more of that copper ore produced. How are we looking at wood? 0.1. We could probably build another lumberjack, provided this one's fully working. It is. How much do you produce? What am I looking for? 1 point-ish? Is that true? 1.05? Well, it seems like 1.05 is what I can get out of her. Yeah. Can I get 1.05 out of up here? Not really. Hmm. Okay. Is there any way to plant basic trees? There isn't. Yeah, at most you can get decorative trees, but you can't use them for woodcutting. And you need to settle a tile that has more trees, like forest. From a scale to terrible to amazing, arid desert forests are not as, like, good. Likewise, Continental's the second place, solid second. I can't remember if Nordic and Continental are about the same. But the one that obviously has the most wood is a tropical forest. Who knew? But, yeah. That would be your best bet. Okay, 0.3 copper. Dear Lord, that's not a whole lot at all. I'm kind of working at full tilt. Shh. God, that's expensive. But I wanted to encourage this production. Yeah, 14. We're producing this very slowly. Maybe I will move the foundry over to my capital. And just move like huge sums of copper ore. That'd be cheaper. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I don't like how expensive that is. I'm gonna just move the copper ore back and forth. Till I get trade. With the ability to move goods between the two regions. Yeah, you can set up automatic trade routes. I just don't have the building for it. I need land docks, or docks in general. What time is it? Okay, I'm just gonna tell Drake. Server will be closed in 2 minutes. At this point, I would like to remind everyone again that due to personal reasons, the first weekend of August, I will not be hosting this server or streaming this game. I have also made Drake aware of this. Because I have prior plans that are not negotiable. Likewise, if you want to help the channel grow, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube if you want to help the channel out. There is the Patreon, where you can pay whatever you like a month if you want to help out that way. Or if you don't want to do a bi-monthly basis and maybe you come across a little bit of extra money, there's also PayPal donations. Only if you think you want to help out. Anyway. That's the last plug of today. Got that out of the way. Will there be a stream this weekend? Yes. Thankfully I have some copper ore here. And tin ore. Iron ore. How much wood? Ooh, not a lot of wood. Maybe you want to work on that. And thus it begins again. I need more wood. Always. Every game. There's no wood here. I've already tapped out the wood. This is stretching it. It's not very productive. Less money that way. I gotta find out where that 7-1 was. Might just have to live with like a 0.66. Just bring wood over from the other place. Yeah, actually, I just gave the warning. Oh, okay. Time to wrap on up here. I'm gonna quit the game. Now I'm quitting the game. Server. Quitting the game takes time. Here we go. Yeah, I really don't care, Microsoft. So I'm gonna save. And we are saved, and I'm going to close in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, closed. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you had a blast. I know I've been enjoying it, except for that rough beginning to settling another homestead. Yeah, so I will see you all Saturday, and I will put that into my event for Twitch, and I'll leave reminders over on my Discord. But thank you all for joining us. I will see you all next time. Have a good one. This is your host, Acularius, signing off.